Okay. Welcome back to another episode of the Game Turtles podcast. I am Six. Join with me are Blade and Morb. Fellas.
What's going on?
Before we get started this week, do we have anything to announce?
Not to my knowledge.
Nope, not really.
Yeah,
There was the
business cards. We're still making those.
how is that going?
I'm ordering them tonight.
I thought you ordered them earlier.
No, I get paid tonight. My check dropped.
You're telling us lies already.
I already have the tab ready. Just waiting for the money to hit.
We are still looking into equipment, I guess.
Yes.
Are we?
Costs money. I'll say so. Yeah, just costs money. That's why it's taking us so long. We're normal people, all right. We got bills and such, so it's gonna take a while.
I think that's what really sets us apart is we're not professionals at all.
Exactly.
Pretty much.
We're not Joe Rogan. We're just three people in a Discord call doing a podcast.
Yeah. And I think we do have fun with it every episode that we record.
Mm-hmm. We make it work.
Yeah. And everyone who's stuck with us so far, we appreciate.
Mm-hmm.
And other kind words. Not to get too political, but any opinions we express here are our own, So we will not be pushing any if we do say something that turns out to be false, we'll if we report something that's, still being announced and stuff, and we get some information wrong, we'll just we'll fix that on another episode. We'll correct ourselves from spreading misinformation. What do y'all think? I don't know.
Yeah, we'll correct it in the next episode if it comes out that something was, I guess not. We had our info off or something,
or we were wrong.
That too.
I feel like there was a few more things I wanted to bring up, but I can't really think right now. So, the host for this week is Morb. Take it away, Morb.
All right. So, start things off today. If anyone, for this month actually, for the 20th at around 1900 time, either way, RGG Summit for 2024 is coming to September 20th. Well, we'll host at the summit of 2024. If you don't know what it is pretty much Sega developers and what is it? Riga, however you say it, Riga Goto Studio. They will host it at the summit of this. And pretty much what it is pretty much new information for that studio. Of course, published Sega, so anything new from that studio, pretty much, like anything like Yakuza, like pretty much it could be another Yakuza game, which there's a lot. I don't understand how much there is. I don't know how the lore is with all of those games, but there is a bunch. But pretty much, it's just a small and simple one for me. Pretty much, it's just literally it's just new information that's coming out. What are you guys' thoughts on the Yakuza stuff and other stuff for the summit?
I believe Blade knows a lot about Yakuza.
Yeah.
I'm pretty excited for it. Apparently there's going to be some of the newest games teased at this one. So I guess we'll find out what they show us.
Yeah. I would hope so, yeah.
I think one of them was something called Yakuza Fighters, which hopefully isn't a gacha game. Hopefully not. It's like an actual another installment.
I hope not, because I want to get into the series, but there's just a lot. and I don't want I'm gonna play a gotcha game as well just to understand the story.
Even I wonder even if they did do a gotcha game, it'll probably just be set like not within the continuity.
Alternate universe type.
Alternate universe type.
I mean, like, you know.
I mean, I'd
Mhm.
love for them to announce a Kiwami version of the zombie game they did. I believe it was Dead Souls.
They did a zombie version.
Yeah, it's literally just the main, some of the, I guess, two of the main characters, or three of them and another one from another game. Zombies take over. They have to kill zombies. You know the gist.
Hmm. That's still
Oh,
insane.
Undead Nightmare.
Pretty much. It's just it's a spin-off, kind of like their samurai game. It's just a spin-off that coincidentally most of the characters look like everyone from the main game.
All right.
But I'm excited. I'll definitely be watching the summit.
Mm-hmm. You'll be able to watch it on YouTube. Let you know.
Ooh, YouTube? I'll definitely
Yep.
keep an eye on.
And Blade will report on it.
Yes, he will.
Yep.
He's
I will.
the stream watcher guy.
Just a reminder, it would be on the 20th. That's a Friday. 19 Japanese time. So here it's what 5. So either 5 a.m. or 5 p.m. One of the two.
Time zones.
Yeah, they didn't
We just
say
love
whatever.
time zones.
They didn't say whatever a.m. or p.m. They just say JST. So Japan time. So whatever one you think it will be around there. But either way, September 20th on a Friday, 5 p.m. or 5 a.m. Either way, Central Time. Anyone else out there? I don't know. But that's pretty much it for me. So I'm gonna pass it on to Blade.
Oh boy, this bit of news is fairly big, and it's not a layoff.
Oh,
But
no.
Hideaki Itsuno, a Capcom veteran and director of the Devil May Cry series and Dragon's Dogma games, has left Capcom. On August 31st, Hideaki Itsuno announced on his Twitter that he will be departing from Capcom at the end of August and will begin development on a new game within a new environment come September. Itsuno began his first working for Capcom in 1994, would eventually climb up the ladder within the company. He went from planning games such as Street Fighter Alpha to co-directing Power Stone. Itsuno would then have his directorial debut for the fighting game Star Gladiator. I can't talk. He would then build his reputation after being chosen as a replacement director for Devil May Cry 2, and would work on the further installments, I believe 3 through 5, as well as the famed 2013 reboot, which everyone lambasted to hell and back. Devil May Cry wasn't his only thing. He also did the 2012 fantasy video game Dragon's Dogma, as well as its sequel, Dragon's Dogma 2, which he described as it was a game that he's dreamed of making since his school days. So his final project was Dogmas 2. Should I type that wrong? Which it did face some backlash for its paid DLC microtransactions of like fast travel stones and whatnot. But despite the controversies, it was still pretty well received among critics and fans. Besides the microtransactions. But yeah, he officially left probably right after his tweet. What are y'all's thoughts?
I've recently started getting into more Capcom games. So, I can't really say I was a huge fan of his work, because I'm still getting into it, but, if he's on to bigger, greener pastures, good for him.
Yeah.
For me, I felt pretty sad about it. Because, of course, I was like all the other fandoms from Devil May Cry. I mean, like, Devil May Cry 6. Wanting him to be there and whatnot. I for one, you know, it was his decision to leave, correct?
Yeah, he left entirely on his own volition. Capcom didn't lay him off. He left
Okay.
because he wanted to start a new project in a new
Mm,
environment.
mm. So yeah, see, if it was Capcom firing him, I wouldn't understand why. But since he's just, leaving it on his own terms, it's his decision. Either way, I mean,
He left.
what?
Oh, sorry, not sorry. Forgot what I was gonna say. As you were saying.
Uh, Pretty much. It's his decision to leave, and it is sad to see. Devil May Cry 6 may never happen, or it may just be a new um director, but you know, it's just his decision all in all. So we should wish him the best of luck.
Yeah, I think he said in his statement that
Mm-hmm.
just stick with him for his future projects and to, I guess, stick by Capcom's side or something.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, off to greener pastures, and I will be excited for whatever project he turns out. But with
Same
that
here.
being said, I'll pass on the mic to Six.
Oh man, this is quite embarrassing, but I didn't really write down my topics. Here we go. So, for those Harry Potter fans, I'm not one of them.
Wow.
The game Harry Potter Magic Awakened is officially being shut down in select territories. These will include the Americas, Europe, and Oceania territories on October 29th this year. Just, 2 months away. Oh, wait, no, that's 1 month away. Shit. It will continue to be available to all players in Asia, including the mainland China, Hong Kong. I'm gonna butcher this. Macau, Macau, however that's pronounced, and Taiwan, as well as other select Asia areas in Asia. For those affected territories, though, the app has already been removed from the App Store and in-game purchases have been frozen. A statement was put out. We'd like to thank those in the Americas, Europe, and Oceania for playing, and are incredibly proud and honored that so many fans from all around the world have enjoyed Harry Potter Magic Awakened with such enthusiasm and passion. It's been confirmed that players will not be eligible for refunds on any in-game purchases made, and any and all related social media channels, probably like, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, will also close. So, what do you guys think of this? I guess it
So
was
they're
like a
just,
mobile game. I don't know.
so that they just completely shut it down like Mighty Doom style. Just
Hey,
completely.
I'm
Oh,
wanting.
I'm just saying. Did they shut it down just like completely like that?
Well, no, Mighty Doom was shut down because the studio got closed. I don't know why this is getting shut down.
Huh.
I couldn't find a reason. There might be one added later.
Yeah.
Mm.
Huh. That's
Mm.
could have possibly just been maybe the game didn't produce the
From what I saw,
result.
in like some of the articles I was reading, the story of the game wasn't even finished. Like they were still
What?
adding on to it.
So they just completely just picked up and left without.
Old Yeller.
It's a shame that the project it didn't the story didn't even get finished. It essentially just left right there.
Mm.
But
I,
damn it.
yeah, I don't know if it was like a mobile game or what. I'm not into Harry Potter at all.
Yeah, I mean it's unfortunate,
Super shame.
it shut down, but I guess hopefully they provide a reason as to why, rather than it just that seeming like they just picked up and left.
pretty sure it's because it's a mobile game. I'm a Harry Potter fan, but I have never heard of this game ever until today. I only heard of one Harry Potter mobile game, Hogwarts Mystery. I remember playing that when it first came out. Hated it, so I deleted it and never played it ever again. But
The only one I remember was the one where your character got tied in like vines or something. You had to pay for them to get unleashed or something.
yes, that's the one I was playing. You had to use your energy or whatever in order to do anything, and of course, you had to be on the game multiple times or to even complete a class. I remember I didn't have enough energy. I had like a full bar of energy or whatever. I don't know how much or whatever the money wise or whatever, how much currency or whatever. For the energy or whatever, but pretty much you have to do a class or whatever, and you would have to come back like within like an hour or whatever just to get some energy back, just so you can play the game. But I didn't like doing that, so I just did a class and I would just leave, and I wouldn't play the game until like the next day, and then of course the class resets, and the class resets if you don't play it within like an hour or so, at least I think, or a day. But either way, I just got annoyed by the energy stuff. So I never played that game ever again.
Just sounds like one of those predatory mobile games that just
like you have to constantly be on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a giant money hole.
Yeah. Oh no, but I'm assuming for Magic Awakening it was a mobile game. That's what I'm assuming here. That's the only reason why it would ever be brought down from the store and whatnot. So it could just be this is just a mobile game. Not a lot of people like myself know it. So mostly people are not interested in playing mobile games. Not a lot, but there's still a lot of people that are. But just if you bring something like Harry Potter to mobile, you gotta make it good.
Yeah.
It is a mobile game. Android, iOS, and Windows.
Oh boy.
Okay.
It's a collectible card role-playing game, so I guess kind of like that Marvel game and
Marvel Snap?
Yeah, that one, and what's that Blizzard one? Heroes of the Storm?
There's also like Gwent too.
No wonder why it's shutting down. Card game. I don't understand.
That's unfortunate to know.
Yeah.
Yes.
Play it in real life. It'll be much more better than mobile. But
yeah,
absolutely.
We'll go be commentators. That's oh, you know what? That is something we are looking into. We could have announced that at the beginning.
Well, now we could.
We are looking into going to, like gaming conventions and like tournaments and reporting on what's going on there.
Like what is it? Abracadabracon?
Yeah. Oh yeah, the one that the cashier told us about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh. What do you know?
So
Thanks, Harry Potter, for reminding us.
Yeah.
But that's all I had for y'all. I'll pass it on to Morb.
Yes. So, any of you Metal Gear Solid fans, you all know, you probably know already, but Konami has they haven't officially, but it pretty much them saying they're bringing Metal Gear Solid 4 to PS5 and Xbox. Metal Gear Solid 4 was a PS3 game, exclusive stealth game, but either way, they already just announced their Master Collection, or it hasn't been announced yet, but there's evidence supporting the fact that it's coming out pretty soon. And so with that, Metal Gear Solid 4 was getting a new port for it, which is honestly, I'm glad for them just trying to reach out and bringing their old games back. Trying to give new people new joy and experiments with these games. I, for one, have not played a single one. I think I just played like the PS1 one, and that was it. I got stuck it somewhere, and then I just stopped playing it. I just gave up. I didn't want to look up a YouTube video or whatever on how to freaking get one of the security cards or whatever. But either way, you know, they already like last year they released the Master Collection Volume 1. You probably guys already saw it, you know. A bunch of the old games, you know, the new Metal Gear Solid 2 and all that. Either way, new one is speculated to come out, which includes 4, so expect it to come on the way. Do we know what year? Maybe this year, probably next year, early next year. Who knows? But pretty much it. You just gotta watch out for it. But what's your guys' thoughts on it?
Honestly, I really hope they bring 4-2 in their next collection, because it saves me the $30 of buying the PS3 copy on eBay. Because I do own their first collection, which it's on the backlog, but I'll get to it when they like get to 4, so I can just do a whole series playthrough.
Yeah.
But I do think if they do another collection, it'll be 4, Phantom Pain, and Ground Zero and Phantom Pain.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm hoping they also add Peace Walker, which is also part of the.
Yeah, that's one of the things they speculated. One of the rumors. 4 and 5.
I would assume maybe it'll just be Peace Walker 4, then probably Phantom Pain or something.
Probably.
Or they'll go full package and Peace Walker 4, Ground Zero, Phantom Pain. Top it all off.
Hey, as long as it's not Metal Gear Survive.
It's sad that, you know, we'll never see Revengeance get any love. The goated rating game.
I want to say Ground Zero is the only Metal Gear game I've ever played, and I don't think it was much of a game. I think it was just a demo for Phantom Pain.
Yeah, it was pretty much just it was pretty much the prologue to Phantom Pain.
Yeah, just like one mission, and you're not doing much in it.
The game literally ends where the Phantom Pain begins.
Like, but you could literally just skip Ground Zeroes entirely.
Like, it's essentially just a rescue mission and a one and done. You know, I remember when it first came out, I don't know how much people had to pay for it. Probably $60.
Yeah, probably.
Thanks, Konami. But no, I really hope 4 comes out, because if I recall, 4 is like legit the final. That's the last game. Because Metal Gear timelines they're fucking confusing.
And no one likes Metal Gear Survive.
Exactly. Like, Phantom Pain is really just, it takes place before everything. It's weird. The timeline's weird. The games are weird, but they're the good kind of weird. It's like a David Lynch film. But that's all I have on the thing on it.
Well,
anything else? All right. With that, I'll pass it on to Blade.
Oh boy, we all like Postal, the series, right?
I think you're the only one I know that plays it.
I know friends who play it, but yeah. But I know about it.
How many of y'all know about the Postal film by famed director Uwe Boll?
Oh.
I know very little about it. I just know that there was a film, and that was it.
I know absolutely nothing.
Just recently, Uwe Boll proposed a $2.5 million fundraiser to do a Postal film, which prompted Running with Scissors CEO Vince Desidero to put out a statement which reads as such: "The official position of RWS is we do not support this fundraising effort. I have no fucking idea who Gary Otto, the project owner, is. No one has contacted us about this effort. And it's a major concern that he clearly states that he can use any funds raised for another project. For the record, I like Ooh, and I look forward to the day our fans can see a new Postal movie, but not funded like this. The co-owner of RWS also chimed in the Postal subreddit, saying that neither Ooh nor Gary, whomever that is in parentheses, never asked for our blessing and got the rights to do a campaign. The thing about the first film is, Running with Scissors did work with Uwe Boll, and they also did give him the blessing to do a movie. So he really wasn't given authorization to do a second movie. Obviously, the Indiegogo for the Postal 2 film has been shut down since, with only $150 being raised out of the $2.5 million from 16 backers. There was a statement on the Indiegogo that said, we can't cancel the project, but we have made all the pledges invisible. So nobody can purchase any, and everybody who has pledged will get a refund. Once you get the funds, you will get a refund in full, even if Indiegogo takes a percentage. I will still refund you the full amount, and I'm sorry that it's come to this. We had no choice. I'd say this is probably the very definition of misunderstanding and someone reacting, and then the internet taking control and making it 1,000 times worse without knowing the facts, but this movie's now shelved. I'm sorry, guys. I was the only doing my job. My thoughts on this are essentially, he really should have, you can't really make a film and not, try, at least make an attempt to ask of the people who own the thing, say, hey, can we do this? Because in the first film, he did have their blessing to make the movie. But for the second film, he didn't really, as it stated, he didn't ask him anything. And from when I was reading the Indiegogo thing, it wasn't really a misunderstanding. It was really just them just essentially saying, we didn't give you permission, so you can't do it. They didn't really blow anything out of the water. They just simply said, we didn't give you permission, so can you please stop? But apparently, I guess they viewed it as a big, overreaction or something. But, yeah, it was pretty wild. But what are y'all's thoughts?
With the way game movies are going now, it's looking like we're taking a turn back to the early 2000s when they were the worst things ever. So it's probably best that it did not get up off the floor.
I also thought the price tag at $2.5 million was a little over exaggerated.
No.
Especially for a Postal 2 film. Because I think in the Indigo, if he said that if the funds would go to a different movie he was making, which I'm sorry, it just seems kind of like a little bit clickbaity in a sense.
Con or whatever.
I'm glad the guys, they put out a statement saying that they gave their side, and also, he really didn't have permission to start up a fight, really. But even the guy said if he would have asked them, they would have probably said yes. But Running with Scissors is a small studio, so that's also that too. But what are y'all's thoughts? Or I think I asked that already. Sorry.
You already did. You're commenting on our thoughts right now.
Yeah.
For me, honestly, even though 2.5 is a lot for that specific movie, I feel like though that's depending on what you're trying to do. Feel like that's the baseline for depending the baseline for making the movie, especially for a game as well. depending on what they're gonna do with it. Of course, like how Six said, it could be like the 2000s where it will be like terrible, but we don't know. I mean, like for instance, right now, as we're in right now, um, what is it? Sonic the Hedgehog movie. Sonic 3 is about to come out pretty soon. We've talked about it, but
Yeah.
either way, they actually do a great job on it.
Yeah.
They actually do a great job on it. It's phenomenal. And of course, with 3 coming out, it may not work well. Who knows with Robotnik's grandfather showing up, being alive and all, but we don't know. Either way, though, they do a fantastic job on it. Meanwhile, Postal 2, this movie could be like how Borderlands is, how it's doing right now. Of course, it's not doing great at all right now.
Yeah.
It's really not. And, of course, the only people that ever went to go see it were people that don't even know about it. I mean, people who knew about Borderlands, of course, they probably some saw it, some didn't because it wasn't, same lore as the game is. But either way, it could be terrible. But who knows? I, for one,
Yeah.
never seen any Postal movie ever. Didn't see the first one. Just knew about it. And then the only gameplay I've ever seen was whenever my friend was playing it, and I was just watching him playing it. Either way, it could do well, but who knows? It could be like a certain movie trailer, like the Minecraft movie trailer
Yeah,
that
we're
just
gonna talk
released
about that
today.
later.
Yep, we're gonna talk about that later and our thoughts on it.
Yeah, that's all I really had to report. It's passing off the mic to Six.
Oh man. Now I gotta type up my notes real quick. Hold on. So, a couple episodes. Well, I feel like we've touched on it in quite a few episodes, so I'm not gonna say that. We've got unions going on at Microsoft, Blizzard, Bethesda, right?
We've talked about them.
So, employees at Raven Software, you may know them. They're one of the supporting studios that work on Call of Duty. I think they've also done some work on some of the Guitar Hero games. I'm not sure. But they established the first union within Activision Blizzard back in 2022. And they have now lodged a complaint with the National Labor Relations Board, GameFile reported. Claude Cummings Jr., president of the CWA, Communication Workers of America, said, quote, after Microsoft's acquisition of Activision Blizzard, our members were optimistic that they would progress quickly to a first contract at Raven Software. Unfortunately, that has not happened. The CWA, under which Raven Software's employees organized their union, initially supported Microsoft's acquisition, hoping it would usher in a new day for workers at Activision Blizzard. However, the union's recent complaint suggests that the honeymoon period is over, with the workers now facing significant challenges in securing the labor rights they fought for. A Microsoft spokesman stated, we are committed to negotiating in good faith, but details on the specific grievances remain scarce as the CWA has declined to elaborate on the allegations. This dispute is part of a broader trend of labor activism within the video game industry. The past year has seen a surge in unionization efforts and labor actions across several studios. And yeah, that's all I got on that. I had a bunch of other stuff written down that's unrelated. What do y'all think?
Shit like this can happen to any gaming company. No matter who it is, it could just happen to anyone. But pretty much, I've said this before, but shit like this is gonna happen regardless of whether or not you like for it to happen or not. But we just have to hope and make sure nothing bad happens to the Raven company and stuff like that, other workers and whatnot. But pretty much, just gotta make sure hopefully they can actually settle this like adults. Don't do anything stupid or anything like that, and hopefully it does well. Like
Yeah,
like you said,
settle it like adults, like you said.
yeah, just settle it like adults, pretty much,
Yeah.
and hopefully everything goes well.
Here's hoping.
Yeah.
A little sidebar here. I had written down along with that entire paragraph that I read. Paris-based Spider Studio announced plans on Wednesday to strike just weeks before the release of its upcoming game Greedfall 2.
Ooh.
That kind of just came along with what I read. Strike related.
Yeah.
But if that's everything, I'll pass it back to you, Morb.
All right. So, our tagline, keep physical alive. Well, yeah. GameStop is doing the
Woo.
exact same thing as we're doing. Well, more than what we're doing. But GameStop is now doing a new thing called GameStop Retro. Pretty much what it is pretty much GameStop is now bringing back old games, and now you, of course, make it accessible to new audience, but now, of course, you can buy them now. You no longer have to, go to, a flea market or a trade center or go online and buy old games. Or pretty much what GameStop is doing, they're pretty much doing for instance, there's a store here called FX Game Share and Tronix. You know what they do? They sell old games. They both do. At real good prices too. Now GameStop is trying to come up top and do it again. Pretty much selling old games as well. More physical stores are giving more a retro feel to the place and bringing more shift to unwanted games and stuff like that. Of course, it's less risky to buy it in person than it is online, but it is easier online. But there's ups and downs for online shopping and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Either way, they're pretty much just getting games out, old games, any games, old games, pretty much. Just pretty much trying to get them out. That's all in all they're trying to do. And you may never know. You may find a rare game over there at GameStop Retro.
Yeah. Especially PS3 games.
Especially, yeah. I'm surprised they're doing this. I am kind of. I don't know. I honestly thought they were selling retro stuff already because I remember, what is it, a year or two ago? I went to the mall or whatever, and they had Wii games just there, up there on the shelves. It was the most obscure ones ever, but there were Wii games. I was like, they're still selling Wii games? I'm like, that is crazy. I never expected them. And of course, they still got their 3DS and DS lineup still there, but I never expected for them to have Wii games at a GameStop, even. But it's a good idea because they're going to do it. I'm pretty sure they're going to do it like how they did back in the day, where you can just go and find a PS2 disc and pay only $5. Like back in the older days, the bargain sales or whatever they did.
Hopefully they don't jack up the prices too much.
I could see them going on eBay or one of the retro game websites that actually prices them by rarity.
Yeah.
And basing the price on that. I think it was in one of the earlier episodes I did mention this, and I wasn't sure if it was all stores, but now it's seeming like it is all stores. My buddy Hydra messaged me just a few days ago saying that he bought a game from GameStop. I'm trying to find the message. It may have been on Snapchat. He had bought he'd got a good deal on a game he'd been looking for from GameStop, an N64 game. And he's the one who originally told me about it. So
Wow.
kind of full circle here.
Yeah.
Very much so.
Let's just hope, they do well. Hopefully nothing bad will happen to it. I'm pretty sure they'll get a lot of sales, especially now since they're doing retro. 'Cause
Yeah,
that's
I'm
all
really
people have been
hoping-
doing recently. Go ahead.
I think he just died.
Oh,
What?
unfortunate.
No, I'm here. Sorry, just doing something.
Mhm. Either way, they're gonna make sales on it. I know they will. Maybe bring them out from bankruptcy or whatever. But I don't know. I just think now they're just trying to be like, they don't have to call it retro. I guess they don't have to. I mean, we got places here, Electronics and FX Game Share. They just sell old games and new games as well. Even Tronics at FX, they sell any cards. Or FX even sells even board games you can buy over there.
And
You know,
trains. Don't forget the
and
trains.
and trains too. If you want to buy a
should've bought
train,
that
they have a
train
train
set.
over there.
Yeah.
Like,
He tried
what
to
is it,
pawn
like-
them off on us.
I
$100 for
know.
a train set. God
For-
dang. You want to buy a train? I'll look at them.
That's pretty much it for me. With that, I'll pass it on to Blade.
Oh boy, Concord. We all know
I'm
that.
taking my things, man.
Wait, you were doing Concord too?
No, oh boy, don't.
Oh,
That's
sorry.
my thing.
We all know Concord, the game that literally just came out about a few weeks ago, right?
Oh, man.
I did not know that.
Well, they just announced that they will be ceasing sales and will be refunding customers starting September 6th.
Woo!
Firewalk Studios issued a statement in regards to the game saying, Concord fans, we've been listening closely to your feedback since the launch of Concord on PlayStation 5 and PC, and want to thank everyone who has joined the journey aboard the North Star. Your support and the passionate community that has grown around the game has meant the world to us. However, while many qualities of the experience resonated with players, we also recognize that other aspects of the game in our initial launch didn't land the way we'd intended. Therefore, at this time, we have decided to take the game offline beginning September 6, 2024, and explore other options, including those that will better reach our players. While we determine the best path ahead, Concord sales will cease immediately, and we will begin to offer a full refund for all gamers who have purchased the game for PS5 or PC. If you have purchased the game for PlayStation 5 from the PlayStation Store or PlayStation Direct, a refund will be issued back to your original payment method. And below their statement, they had ways to obtain a refund. If you bought it through the Steam Store will refund players who bought the game over the coming days. Steam will send a confirmation of the refund once it's been processed. If you bought it through the Epic Game Store will refund players who bought the game over the coming days and will contact each customer directly to confirm that the refund has been processed. Other retailer refunds for those who bought it physically at the retailer location, you just have to do the refund process with wherever you bought it physically, and they'll refund your process however long your bank takes it to put them in your account. Once refunded, you will no longer have access to the game. The Firewalk Studios had just been founded in 2018 and was a subsidiary of Probably Monsters. It was also consisted of veterans of companies such as Bungie and Activision. And Concord had been like their first project, which it took them over 8 years to develop, while with the budget still being sort of a big mystery as to how much they were given to develop it. But judging by all the animations they put out, as well as a PlayStation 5 controller, I assume the budget was pretty darn huge. And I'd say this is it's a pretty monumental flop. especially for a game Sony published. I mean, also the game did come out a little too late because I believe it was similar to Overwatch with the heroes and all.
I think it
So
was like supposed to be the new Overwatch.
it's essentially a game that was it's too late, really. But it's unfortunate that their first game essentially just shot down in flames. But yeah, what are y'all's thoughts?
I mean, I feel like the market's kind of oversaturated with hero shooters, which is
Yeah.
essentially what that game was supposed to be. Because I know that, I mean, you got Overwatch, you got what is it, Paladins,
Yeah, Paladins.
and then you got the new Marvel one coming out, and it's just like there's just a lot of hero shooters, and Overwatch is the big main one that everyone's always going to flock to. So it seemed like it's just not the type of game anyone should be putting out unless like you're a big name studio, like say Treyarch or 343 or Bungie. So it was just set to fail from the start, in my opinion.
I mean, I just don't know how I feel about it. I mean, I really, it's just another, like you said, another hero shooter. Just like, Overwatch and whatnot. But, I feel like, of course, Marvel Rivals, I feel like that game will do exponentially well. Because they've been saying how the game is and whatnot. Like, even the Discord, of course, everyone's, like, actually wanting to play it and all this such. And, even I want to play it. Like, surprisingly, even I want to play a fucking hero shooter game like Overwatch, Marvel Rivals. I'm interested in playing that. Even though I don't know how to, but I am very interested in it. But either way, I just feel like for instance, for me, I didn't even hear about this game even coming out. I did not whatsoever. And even then, it got just, like I said, just got taken offline 2 weeks after release. So it's extraordinary for that to even happen. Like, I have never seen like a game like that ever happen. It's just, I just hope, yeah, it's just like it's gonna happen.
Really sad.
Yeah.
Cause like these devs really worked hard on it, and it's just
Yep. It just plummets. That's how the game industry is, though.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Those
Sucks
are
that it
all.
has to happen.
Yeah. Blade muted himself.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's pretty much it. That's what I would say from him.
Yeah. I think it's my turn, right?
Yes, it is Blade. It's 6 turn.
Well, let me because I think you guys both have a few more things, right?
I don't. He has one more, but it's a short and small one. Even we could talk about it right now as we speak.
Let's see. He got the hit. Did he talk about Rocksteady?
No.
Okay, so he still got that. Okay, I'll
Or we could just do his. We'll let him know.
no. Let me just find this thing real quick. May as well.
Mm-hmm.
So how about that game?
How about it?
Oh man. Oh, you know what? My friend Hydra did tell me about Concord being taken down literally yesterday, and then I just kept seeing TikToks about it, so it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
I've been meaning
Always
to
gonna
do this
happen.
for a while. He sent me a link. Okay, I'm downloading it right now.
Good.
So we should probably talk about our Minecraft world while we're sitting here.
Yes, we should.
This is
We've been playing
entirely
Minecraft.
survival.
Yes. It entirely is. We're doing well.
Blade has not joined us once.
He has not. We have spent like well over 66 days and he still hasn't shown up.
Yeah. It's a continuation of
unfortunate.
last week's video, if for those viewers on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Just a survival world. Once we're ready, we're gonna switch it over to a difficulty and start taking things on. But right now we're keeping it peaceful while we, explore, build, all that.
Mm-hmm.
Which to some can be seen as cheating, but it's how we want to play.
Yeah. You can blame Blade for cheating, so.
Yeah. We blame him for everything.
Yeah. Hope he knows that.
Right now, Morb is in the Nether, I believe.
Yes, I am in the Nether. I did find some ancient debris. That is pretty good.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
Sweet.
and some gold too.
How much ancient debris did you find?
2.
Hey, we can make it now. We can make a single ingot of netherite.
See, anything's possible.
So I've mentioned him a couple times this episode. I have a friend, Hydra. I don't know if he wants me saying his actual name, so I'm referring to him by his Discord, Steam, Xbox, and his YouTube and Instagram name. Hey, it's Hydra. He. Hold on. Let me switch this over. Ba-ba-ba-ba. So he also makes a. He also has his own little game studio. It's just him. I did help him with one of his games, trying to figure out the multiplayer aspect because it wasn't really working.
Mm-hmm.
He sent me this file. It's his twin stick shooter template, which he's gonna see about putting on a storefront for developers to use. It's basically a dev tool you could drag and drop, I believe how he explained it. He has a whole YouTube video explaining how it works. I might just link that below in the description. For like, indie devs to use or like build upon. So this is what it looks like. I don't I know you can't see it, Morb.
Yeah.
I just switched the thing over to
Mm-hmm.
a separate window.
Yeah.
So this is what the game looks. Well, he sent me a playable version, not the actual like dev kit drag and drop version. But this is how it's running for me, and it's it's hard to get a hold of him to actually talk about it with. Because like I message him sometimes, and then like he's like at work or at school, and then he messages me, and I'm just like asleep. So I haven't been able to give him my feedback on it. I mean, I like it, like this little playable version. The control is a bit weird for me. It's like you can see, I really can't control this character. It's like very precise movements I need to make to get it to aim. But this tool is going to be available for devs whenever he's completely done polishing it.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. Oh,
I like the idea behind it.
I accidentally just closed the whole application, so that's something I've been meaning to talk about, but I wanted to get him on here with us so he can
explain it better.
Yeah, explain it better. And Blade is still gone, so I guess we'll move on to my actual topic.
Or we could take his topic.
I don't even know what his topic is.
Rocksteady.
Oh, did you research it or?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, okay.
I know about it. Yeah. So
take it away.
we're taking Blade's topic. It's not mine. It's his. Just a reminder. But either way, Rocksteady. You know Rocksteady. They made Batman Arkham games, and of course, just recently, well, not recently, but they made the Suicide Squad game, Kill the Justice League. But almost every episode we do, there's always something about layoffs. I feel like we always do something about layoffs in our episodes.
We do.
Yeah. So Rocksteady, unfortunately, is getting hit with layoffs after Kill the Justice League, Suicide Squad. Of course, that's underperforming right now, so Rocksteady is unfortunately getting hit by layoffs. Which is the sad part about gaming companies. Of course, this one is not just because of the fact of, they just do it just because. This is just because of the fact of the game they released. Of course, it's not doing well. Really not. It went from 33 team members to 15. That's how much members there are left right now. 15 members.
Good lord, man.
I just feel bad for them. Because, even though, yes, to put their heart and soul into it, of course, a lot of the stuff just wasn't as fun for the game. But it's just layoffs. Another layoffs. I swear, we always talk about layoffs.
We gotta rename it to the Layoffs and Shutdowns podcast.
Yeah. So for instance, last month, Warner Brothers had like a 41% fall in gaming revenue on year-to-year basis due to the weak performance of Suicide Squad. Apparently, they have lost, or them saying they have lost 200 mil on that game just because of how poorly Suicide Squad did. And of course, work still continues on for Suicide Squad, though nothing has been said of what will come next for that game. Who knows? It may be gone. It may be taken off from the platform. Who knows? But any of you fans out there for the Suicide Squad game? I am not, because I have no idea what's happening with that game. But stuff like this is just gonna happen. What are your thoughts on it?
I mean, it is sad to see because it's people losing their jobs, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which is never a good thing to be happy about unless it's David Zaslav losing his job. But you could almost see the writing in the wall with how Kill the Justice League was responded to by the fans.
Mm-hmm.
But still, it's sad.
Yeah, it's sad to see it's still happening, but it's just the way it is.
We can only hope for the future that if some of these people go on to work on other games, they take this experience with them
Yeah.
and they learn from their mistakes. I mean, you can't really blame it all on like one employee, but like,
Yeah.
that experience is going to go with them, and it
Hmm.
may make them a better dev for it.
Yeah. I mean, it might not even be their fault. It might just be the director's fault or whoever was making the game.
Yeah. Or
But-
just, Warner Brothers probably forcing them to make the game.
Yeah.
Which again, let's fire David Zaslav.
We need to fire him.
But
That's pretty much it.
where is Blade? Like seriously.
No idea. All you did was said, "I'll be back."
I didn't even hear that.
Well, you directed message me.
Oh.
You just said he'd be back, but he hasn't been back yet. He's late. He's always late.
You know what? Let's fire him.
Watch. He's gonna ask if he could get a paycheck in advance.
So we did talk about it earlier. Minecraft movie trailer.
It looks terrible.
It does. Like,
My opinion
what?
on it. It looks
Go ahead.
It looks like a YouTube Minecraft animation video, like the realistic ones you see. I don't know if you ever seen them.
Yeah.
To me, that's what it looked like, especially when the trailer showed up. The title name for it, especially looked like a YouTube animation video.
A Minecraft movie or what was it?
Yeah, a Minecraft movie. Also, the piglins, ain't no way a horde of them would ever be in the overworld. Like, yes, it is possible for a piglin or a zombie pigman to get inside the overworld, but that's usually only like one or two, and that's if that monster decides to stand inside the nether portal, which is random. They could have it random, but not like a horde of them.
Yeah.
Not only that, Steve is the only one to ever even build anything, so other than the villagers, but like how do they know to get into the portals? It's like that. They don't have the intelligence to have that. They don't have the intelligence to get to try to kill Steve or whatever. Try to get into the overworld. Not only that, who are the random 4 people that decide to like what are they trying to do with the story? Like they're trying to bring humans, us normal people. They somehow find a mysterious square portal and like an underground base or something.
Yeah, it just you can already tell this is gonna be worse than the Borderlands movie.
That's a
Yes.
monumental achievement.
Oh, look who's back.
Look who's back.
Sorry,
We're talking
dog
about the
got sprayed
Minecraft
by a
movie.
skunk.
Well, is he okay?
She's okay. Just had to give her a quick washing.
Well, at least she's doing better.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
trailer's pretty bad.
Yeah. Like we said, it looks like a YouTube Minecraft animation. Man, I have no idea what the hell they're gonna do with this story. Like, some people speculate Herobrine to be a part of the story, which would be interesting to see him on there, but I just have no clue what they're gonna do with the story.
And based off of the trailer, it's got that Gen Z humor, just deadpan jokes that are supposed to be funny, but they are just not. Like,
I mean, the only reason I think the movie would do okay is because of Jack Black and The Rock being there, but
no.
but who knows? Maybe a little bit, but who knows? Hopefully they're able to make their own jokes and not the director's jokes, but who knows? But either way, though, I have no, like I said, I have no clue what they're gonna do with that. Zero idea.
I had the trailer playing in the background muted, so like we can actually show what we're talking about. It's just
Dukes. terrible.
Yeah.
Like I said before, it just looks like a YouTube video. Like someone on YouTube made it. Because if you look up like realistic stuff and whatnot, it looks exactly like that, or something different about it. But it looks pretty much similar like a YouTube video. Like,
They somehow made something worse than Minecraft Story Mode.
I mean, episode 1 wasn't that bad.
Yeah, no, it was. I liked Minecraft Story Mode for what it was, but like,
I liked it pretty much. I mean, I've only ever played the first episode of it because it was free, so I only ever played that. But I don't know what the hell happened with all the other episodes. I don't know what the story was or whatever, but I enjoyed the first episode of it. It was pretty cool, neat idea, you know.
and of course, this is being put out by Warner Brothers. So, we can always blame Zaslav.
Yep.
But yeah, I don't think I'm gonna go see it.
I think we
why
should
not?
just to see. It's a Minecraft movie, you know. The idea of a Minecraft movie is still insane, but
We're making a Minecraft movie right now.
that is true.
I feel like they could have fared well as an animated film, but I guess they wanted to do their own
some
thing.
people wanted some. So I've seen some comments on it. And some people wanted it to be an animated film, which honestly I think it should.
It beats it being basically just Jumanji the next level.
Mm.
That's essentially what it is. Minus The Rock.
Yeah.
Of course, like we said, should have been animated, but
Sure.
yeah, they never listen. But still look out for it if you guys want to see it. But, like for us, we'll probably still see it since it is a Minecraft movie. A movie about blocks and a random fucking guy named Steve killing a fucking Ender Dragon.
I'm just more curious, how can they develop a story when Minecraft really has no story anyway?
Well, the only story we got is Steve kills the Ender Dragon. That's it.
Yeah. Which we're working towards, just me and Morb on this world.
Mm-hmm. Even though it's a 3-man, group, but it's just us two.
Yeah.
Certain someone still hasn't joined.
It'd be great if we had 3 people doing this.
Exactly.
No.
I feel like he was about to make a comeback, but he didn't.
Yeah.
No.
That's it
I'm just trying to get the skunk smell out of my room.
Breeze.
But I think that's all we had for this week.
Yeah.
I don't even know how long into this we are. 1 hour and 10 minutes, not bad.
Yeah, not bad.
I think we should start adding a segment to these. Like fun facts at the end.
Okay, fun fact, keep physical media alive.
Fun fact.
That's a great fun fact.
If you spill Jello on a table and it stains the table, you can use hand sanitizer and some tissue to clean it up.
Huh.
If you don't have wet wipes. And we do enjoy making these
What's that?
episodes. I don't know if Blade does because he wasn't here for half of this one.
Fortunate emergency.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. What me and Morb do? I don't know where Morb is. Are you lost in the Nether?
Potentially, but I have a map, so I'm just following where our world is at, or overworld, whatever. I'm just following that.
Just so you know, the position of the Nether portal is like 38, 60, and it's a positive number at the end.
Mm.
I think like 37 or close
Okay,
to there.
good to know. Yeah, good to know.
You're very lost, aren't you?
A little bit. And my pickaxe is about to break.
So go save him. You know, it's a 2-man saving job, but or 3-man, yeah, 2-man saving job, but I have to do it myself. Someone refuses to join us.
You know what?
But yeah, join us next week. We hopefully will be a little more prepared.
Boy. Just kidding. Shit like that will happen. You know, of course. We may have to leave due to some important business, you know. We can't control everything.
And maybe I can get Hydra on here to talk about his little game demo. I just messaged him. He's working on a trailer right now for it, I think.
Ooh.
Was it that video game your friend was developing?
Oh, look who's back again.
Yes.
So, stick with us as we continue to work on these episodes. Just the two of us.
Well, I'm sorry for
Just the
having to handle an emergency.
Just the two of us. We will be getting those business cards in soon. And they'll be available at... Oh, did you ever call Tronics, Blade?
I was going to call them tomorrow, actually, when I ordered the business cards.
Good.
Okay,
I have a feeling, just a gut feeling, they'll say yes. If FX and Cottons did it, then...
So local
Yeah.
to the Corpus Christi area, it will be Cotton's Collectibles and FX Game Exchange. Currently
Cottons.
confirmed.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. We will confirm if Tronics will accept the business cards.
Pretty sure they
So
will.
far, it's only 2.
We do have a TikTok account. I think that's something that we forgot to mention last week. It is at Game Turtles Pod, I think. We have a TikTok account. We have that Instagram account. Same handle at Game Turtles Podcast or Pod. Might just be Game Turtles. I don't know. Me and Morb are the only ones that post on the two. So check us out there for any developments. Like this past week, I didn't upload the YouTube video.
That was too there, but
yeah, that was my bad. I didn't upload it for 2-3 days, and I didn't even notice I didn't upload it for those days. So I put out a statement on the Instagram account, explaining the reason why it wasn't up. So just, any Spotify, Apple, Amazon, etc. listeners, you can check us out on YouTube for the Minecraft gameplay. It's just been the last 2 episodes that have it. Right? The last 2, not the last 3?
Yeah, last 2.
Yeah. This one and the one before that.
Yeah.
Are the only ones that have the Minecraft gameplay, which will continue. We might explore other games. Like, I don't know. I've been wanting to play Fortnite a bit. But for now, we're going to continue with the Minecraft.
We can't do any emotes, though. We'll make it copyrighted.
Yeah. So we're going to stick with the Minecraft for now. maybe branch out into other games.
Hmm.
Anything else that we should discuss?
Not really.
Because it seems like every time we do this, we leave something out that we think of later.
Not to my knowledge, no.
All right. If something does come up, I'm gonna be mad.
Blame it on Chris.
Who's Chris?
I don't have anything.
Some random guy.
All right. You died.
I
How?
died. Let's just say I may have slipped and fell into lava,
My God.
and there goes our ancient debris.
Actually, ancient debris floats on lava. I'm pretty sure.
Mm. Well, then
You
there
just
goes my
gotta-
pickaxe then.
Find out where you died.
I have no knowledge to where I died. I knew I was gonna die at some point.
No. You gotta find it, Morb. But we're gonna end it here.
Yeah.
Goodbye,
Alright.
everyone.
See you.
Good night, everyone.